think what I meant by that was just like calling
Skip
it
it till
and then
next
starting
Monday.
it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright. Looks like we're back up.
I mean, I see it up.
I see it up.
As do I.
Woo! Secret 52. Boats, 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 boats.
All right. Well, now I
Oh,
just
it
need to
doesn't
know if
seem
the
to be
audio
buffering.
is good.
Well, hang on. Let me mute my mic. I'll turn up the volume really quick.
Hey, Juta, how's the audio?
Just yell in his ear, why don't you?
Does the audio sound good?
It sounded good to me.
Yeah, it sounds
It's
good.
good. Okay. All right. So if there's any more troubles tonight, we'll just end up postponing the stream till next Monday. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Our internet is being janky.
All right. So where did we leave off?
I was trying to jog Captain Phineas's memory that he or I was basically saying like it's understandable that you don't remember us. You were in pretty bad shape. You had just fought off like the wolves. He had just been in like a battle, so just saying like I know that like even though you don't remember me, I know what happened to you at this certain time. Like so I'm either like a creepy spy or you have a bad memory.
And I hugged him and be like, "You're okay."
That was also several months ago. So
Yeah.
Okay. He gets a little wide-eyed when you speak of things that haven't been spoken about, because those were essential military secrets that had happened that nobody else really knows about except for those within the inner circle. So he tells you, "Come in, come in."
That's kind of what I was hoping to happen.
We have much to speak about.
Would Commander
Nothing
Friella
about
be
a
joining
hug?
us?
What?
Would what?
Would Commander Friella be joining us?
I can see if she's around.
Can I insight check like the people around to make sure that they're not like suspicious or anything like that?
Yeah. Give me an insight check.
It's a 12, but hold on, I think I have a bonus to that if they're being deceptive.
I think you get like a +10 with your hat.
It's a +10 if they're.
You get strange looks because they've been here during the whole events, and you guys haven't. They haven't seen you or recognized you, so it's strange for him to bring you in.
Okay.
But he'll
keep my
start
hands,
leading you guys in.
Alright.
They're suspicious. I don't want them to like. I'll keep my hands away from like my weapons and stuff. I don't want them to like start anything.
Okay. So he leads you back to a familiar room that you guys have previously been in before. And you see a familiar-looking woman as she enters into the room. You guys know this was as their essential war room where they had discussed their plans. Let me see if she actually remembers you.
We did spend a really long time talking to her. Captain Phineas less so. Hopefully
Yeah,
she
I think
remembers us.
yeah, we spent like hours with her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to remember you either.
Frickety frack.
Well, don't blame her. Blame Kalel.
No, I blame fucking Tharxsis. Thank you very much.
How would we blame Kalella? He didn't ask to be killed. I mean,
Right.
He knew
You
the
just
risks.
let it happen.
Thank you, Trick.
what?
like, what?
So she walks in. She goes, Phineas, who are these people?
I'll stand right up and be like, Commander Friella, thank you. Clearly, you don't remember us. We have, we have. Stop. I have a hard enough time with this as it is. We spoke some time ago about finding some more information on Lady Rieta and your conflicts against her to get more information. And we were hoping for an update, and we are a little bit more prepared to help at this time than we were previously.
Well, do you have an update for us?
What kind of update would you like?
Well, you said that you were here to help us before, so I assume that you had done something to help us in with this war.
Well, when we had come here previously, you had spoken to us about her. We talked about how we didn't think that we were prepared enough yet. We went to Varan to speak with them, and unfortunately, as you had advised us, King Mortarion was not particularly helpful or willing to help, so we had to seek other means of helping. We have met many kings and leaders on other continents who have helped us increase our power, and we were hoping that we were here now, able to assist in the fight. Last we spoke, it didn't seem that she had any kind of timeline and wasn't moving particularly quickly. There was just kind of small battles at the border, and when we had spoke, it didn't seem as though it was time sensitive, so we wanted to build our power before we came back.
Well, it seems you have arrived too late to assist us in any way.
Oh.
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Well, ever since yesterday, Lady Rieta has disappeared, as well as all of her forces.
Interesting.
Yesterday. What happened yesterday?
Are you? Yes,
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're asking us that in our heads.
Yeah.
Because I would say, oh, you know, we released the Great Lord Papley.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sure these aren't connected.
not at all.
When you say disappeared, do you mean they all just vanished, or they retreated back to her tower?
No, we've sent scouts, and her tower is completely empty.
Like, there's nobody in there, or there's like furniture
Are
and
you-
books and like.
No, there's nothing in there. It's been completely cleaned out.
Have your scouts? Are your scouts still there? I'm assuming, since this was just yesterday.
Yes, they're still there. We have means of conversing with one another over great distances.
No, absolutely.
they
I was
plan-
just curious if they haven't reported anything back today that anything strange has happened.
We haven't gotten any reports of anything strange today.
I'm gonna talk to like Arissa on her head and be like, should I start scrying on where she may be at?
I think that would be a good idea.
Alright.
Nice.
Just a moment,
Is
my
there a
companion
table?
here. My companion here is going to see if she can divine this particular situation and possibly find out more. But it's great news that this is not that you're no longer embroiled in this conflict. Is Varan still intact?
Looking for Lady Rita.
You're looking for Lady Rihanna?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They say the castle is there, but the lord of its domain is gone.
King Mortarion is gone?
Yes.
Oh.
Which is strange, because we've never seen him leave before.
Have you sent any scouts there?
Yes, that's how we know he's gone.
Were they
Where
still
is
affected?
the representative for him still here?
Yes, his people are still here, but he's gone.
Do you know when about he disappeared?
Well, his representatives, his people, say that he's been gone since yesterday, which we thought was strange since Lady Rieta had gone missing since yesterday.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk to my companions in their head. Like, do you think we should let them know a little bit of what's been going on? Maybe make them aware so that way they have a little bit of forewarning.
No, I
yet.
think that we need to figure out what's going on before we say
I
anything.
mean,
Joga ignores you guys because she's casting a spell right now.
I'll ask. When your scouts took a look at the castle, did any of them have the capability to detect magic to see if there's anything weird happening there within the castle itself?
Yes, we sent different types of mage users, divine and arcane, and his presence there is gone.
Okay, and of Rieta's castle?
The same.
Trick, I'll say in his head, take a look at your compass.
I'll check my compass.
Okay, what are you looking for?
The bauble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably the Athari stone.
There's no Athari stone on there.
Wouldn't we have seen that yesterday, though?
Yeah, you saw it yesterday.
The bauble was there yesterday.
Correct.
And it was pointing towards Terrato.
Correct.
Okay.
What if he's left this plane of existence?
It's possible, but very unusual.
Unusual, yes, but we do know that we released a guy who's legit cutting holes in reality to travel around.
Are you saying that out loud in our heads?
No,
In
of
your
course he's
head.
not. He's fucking in our
Yeah, I'm
head.
not saying it out loud. I'm saying it in your head. Just, a thought. I think we've released someone.
The thing is, we don't know the direct implications of what that gem did. And we're not going to have a chance to do that.
We no longer have that, right?
No, it shattered.
It shattered.
Yeah, I thought so.
And I mean, I'm sure even if I did know what it did, honestly, it would be like, this gem changes everything. So like,
What if?
I think we figured that one out.
right?
if-
Well, that's what I mean. Usually, when I find things out, we find out exactly what that means like 5 seconds later.
So we have Mortarion, King Mortarion, who has never left his castle. He's never done that before. We have King Papley, who we didn't know this, but he was also apparently imprisoned in his castle.
We knew
And
that he
then
was
we
wearing cursed armor. That's all we knew.
Yeah, and then we have a witch, who has.
For the record, she's not a witch. She's a demigod child of Tharxsis.
I will look at the. I'll perk up here. Like, has the witch? When did she first appear, and how long has she been around? Or I was born on Peroto. Would I know this?
Yes.
How long has she been around?
She was around for probably a few months before you left Terrato.
Okay, so she's a fairly recent thing then.
Correct.
Okay, so then I don't know her connection to this. Maybe it's just that these two other demigods are the enemy of hers. I don't know.
Or they're all allies. I mean, we're talking about we're talking about Tharxis' kid, whoever the fuck Papley's kid is, and then King Mortarion was the grandson of Zinder, but fucking hated him. So they could all be allies.
That is true.
And you do
Would be my
remember.
best guess.
You do remember that. Actually, never mind. That's giving you information.
Wasn't
But what do we remember it though, Jason?
was Mortarion
I'll roll an intelligence check right now.
Was Mortarion actively against the others fighting against the witch?
No, he just wasn't actively helping.
Yeah,
He
but
was
he wasn't helping to
serving
hinder
his
her.
own self-interests.
Right.
Okay. I can't imagine someone like that dropping everything to go assist someone else, especially
Well,
after they paid
unless
their
Unless he was
Papley is
given
the
a
one who's in
tantalizing
charge.
offer.
If Papley's
Right.
and I can't exactly again, they're all king. Like he was King Mortarion, Lord Papley. They were both obviously self-consumed.
So you're talking about titles that they've given themselves.
Right.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yes, it does. It gives you a hint into their personalities. I don't know if Jason thought that far, but to me, that's what it says. Like their personalities, like they are full of themselves. So a group like that working together, I don't know what they would be anything.
King Mortarion's primary goal was to hunger for power to overthrow Zinder. If Papley said, "Hey, I can give you power. Let's fuck shit up," he would say yes.
All right.
And the fact of the matter is, we have no idea where Papley went after he ran away from us.
Right. Has it been 10 minutes yet?
Sure.
Thanks.
How are the others reacting to our
Long,
Battle-
awkward
Their eyebrows
pause.
wiggled, and Arissa probably like how she talks mostly. It's moving her hands.
Well,
Our long, awkward pause.
well, technically, you guys asked if that your companion could do a divine thing.
Right.
So, and you guys just look like you're, standing there looking around at one another, back and forth. So to them, they just assume that you guys are waiting on your companion to finish whatever it is she's doing.
Okay.
I recognize that you guys don't take that kind of stuff into account, but I usually don't start ranting at you until after I've given a good reason to be silent for a while.
Um,
These guys most definitely hated the witch, though, and I imagine that if these are all connected, and I would rather assume that
Which
than
guys
not.
hated the witch?
The people here.
Oh, we're in Bafka. We're not in
Right.
King Mortarion's
Yeah,
realm, area.
I know. That's what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is sharing information with them, whether it's wrong or not. I'd rather do that because forewarned is forearmed. Better
I
to be
mean,
wrong
but I
about this.
don't think that they care why she's gone. I mean, we can just say we're pretty sure that she's no longer interested in this territory. She's moved on to now the world.
Which they're a part
I
of.
look at Arissa really quickly and like give her like this grr of like a glare of an eye thing.
Yeah, I'll say it seems as though they're protected from our divinations, which is not unexpected, but it was worth a try. I'll say that out loud to them, obviously.
well, I mean, if you were trying to scry them, then yes, we've attempted that ourselves.
I laugh out loud.
I'm gonna punch Trick in the gut really
Trick
quickly.
has no idea what she was doing. Trick doesn't know shit about magic.
All Trick knows is that yeah, you guys, every magic thing you've tried to talk about or say so far, they've been like, we tried that already. So Trick just laughs because he finds it funny.
Well, it seems as though, unless you needed help in some other way, we're happy that your problem has been solved for itself. Do you know what you plan on doing next?
Well, we plan on investigating the rest of the castle and probably tearing it down because it stands as a monument to all the people that we lost.
The castle or the tower or both?
We'll start with the tower first, and then
Good.
if the King Mortarion doesn't return anytime soon, we might look into getting rid of that altogether, because that is not something we want near our city.
No. About the time these beings of power left this place, I'd say.
I would just exercise caution. Again, we have no idea what happened here, and she could return at any time. They both could.
I'll look them both in the eye and say like we the four of us are well, actually there's more than that in here. I keep forgetting. So Thorgrim's obviously here, and everyone else. So
There's
our
seven.
group, yeah. So our group, the seven of us, and we have our allies. So if they pop up, we would like to hear about it so we can help if we can. So if you could send a message spell to us. My name is Trick. This is Orissa. I'll tell them my full name, Nader and Dazamar. And I'll tell them that they should, please contact us if this happens. If they could pop back up.
Well,
Especially if it's an emergency. I stress that. And if I have to persuade them, I will. Like, my eyes are serious.
but your face
He gives
is
them the
laughter.
serious eyes.
No, my face is like burning. Like, I don't like any of these beings of power anymore.
All right. So they don't see that as unreasonable, especially if they were to return. They would want to keep as many allies as possible. So they agree to this, and as you're speaking with them, you see Jovia clutch her chest, and she drops to one knee, and she seems to be having a hard time breathing.
Thorgrim.
Jovia, you okay?
Thorgrim.
Yeah, so Samaris is gonna get to work. Can I look her over, see what potentially is wrong with her?
Sure. Give me a medicine check.
I take out my rapier.
Has anything untoward happened to any of the others that tried to describe these beings?
No. Physically, she doesn't look wrong. Like, she doesn't seem to be hurt in any way, but she seems to have gotten the wind knocked out of her, and she seems to be sweating heavily.
Like, don't worry. It's just, it feels like it's Zender kind of punishing me right now.
I'll turn
Oh,
to
for crying out loud. Marissa says in your head.
I'll turn to one of the captains. I'm sorry. Do you have like a bed or a cot or something we can lay around for just a little bit?
Yeah, that's possible. As you guys are speaking, you hear a guard come rushing in. He throws open the doors without even knocking.
Well,
He goes,
My gun is out and pointing at him like, I don't like surprises anymore.
sir,
I'm like weirdly holding my rapier, like.
sir, he's returned. And then they kind of look at him, go, who's returned? They go, the captain. He's alive. And you see both of them rush out of the room.
I follow.
I follow.
And I'll say, is it Captain Tilk?
They go, as they're rushing down the hallway, they go, yes, he's been dead.
Oh.
So as they rush out there seems to be a crowd gathering of soldiers. Outside, you see a familiar face of Captain Tilk, but he's missing a good portion of his torso. and he seems to be walking towards you guys. And he goes, "It's horrible. The
What's
gates,
horrible?
the gates are open.
What gate? The city gates?
The gates of the dead."
Why are they open? I would have tried to my best to follow out there.
I am like trying to hold Jovia back. Like, no, you're sitting down.
I would
There's-
slap your hand and be like, she should be here.
Jovi would have just tried to plow through you. She probably would have used her freaking weapon on you.
And then Trix had better her first than me.
Because there's when I died, my soul was released and sent to the gates of Xender. And as we all waited for our passage and judgment, these two other creatures appeared. One was that's and he's gritting his teeth. He goes, that stupid sorceress. And the other was Mortarion. I don't know why he was there. And then
Were
out
they
of
working together?
out of nowhere, this other creature with this black armor just appeared out of a rip in a hole.
Bastard.
They began fighting him. There was nothing I could do. It seemed like Xender was managing to hold off on his own, but then this other guy, he came and he just ate him.
For clarification, you're saying that the Witch Queen, King Mortarion, and this weird armor guy were fighting Xender?
Yes.
So they work for Tharxsis. Great.
Well, we knew that.
Did-
Remember
did-
10 minutes ago when I proposed this exact theory of things happening?
Well, you proposed that they might be working, not for sure. We had no surety. I mean, we knew what's her face worked for Tharxsis.
You're saying the sword ate Xender from the armored guy?
No, this other guy in these robes and these
Oh,
floating
those are-
books.
Oh.
I'm gonna yell
Tharxsis.
out like Cinder, and then I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna kill you, Mortarion.
That was a strange person to pick.
He helped.
I don't know
I
why
mean-
you seem so against blaming Tharxsis for literally anything.
Oh, I am blaming Tharxis naturally, but it's just the fact that Mortarion helped with his grandfather's demise pisses me off.
Of
It's
course
like
you do.
the God Crush syndrome, you know? She's just all in light, and then everyone else is just bad.
Does Captain Toke look like he's like falling apart or about to collapse or anything, or is he just like undead hanging out with us?
I mean, currently he's walking like normal, but he's missing chunks of his torso, and his body itself has already begun to rot. So
If Thorgrim uses divine sense, would he register as undead?
yes,
I'm gonna
So was
check
it
that
just-
name out. Somebody give me a diamond worth of 1,000 gold.
Was it just the four of them?
yes, that's what I saw.
Okay.
And once he was gone, we felt this rush, this energy pull us from his realm and push us out. And we saw the gates that we had entered into were sprung wide open, and everybody was just leaving.
And another one falls to Tharxis.
Jovia is in hysterics and she is bawling her eyes out.
So the others are kind of in shock at of what they've heard, and there's outcries of people who are like trying to disbelieve this and saying that he's a liar, but others are kind of hushing those people up, saying that he's here in the rotting flesh when they know that he's been killed.
Wait, is Trix? I mean, is Silmara still trying to hold me?
A little bit, but I mean, like, he's not like actively forcing you to be on a bed. He's just kind of like, I think he's gotten more into console mode now that you've like had a breakdown.
And I'm gonna like turn to Silmaris and be like, "You're not going to be the one who holds Tharxsis. I am." And she's like glaring at you, and she's like talking to you in like this huge, just pissed off tone. And she's very serious. Urgh.
So they usher Captain Tilk inside to prevent more people from starting to panic, and they head back inside the guard post.
I'll walk back in there as best as I can.
Yeah, same.
Tharxis' soul is going to be mine.
Do both of them go with Captain Tilk, or does like the commander or the other captain hang back?
No, they both usher him in. They give the guards the orders to keep peace within the city.
All right. I'll as they're kind of like walking away, because I'm assuming we're not gonna. We're like being. Can we follow them, or are we being told like, nah, don't do that?
That depends if you guys are gonna try and follow them.
I would.
I'm gonna
I would
follow
try
them.
to follow them.
The commander would tell you to give them some time to speak alone.
Be like, do you want to speak with a falling, just like pretty much a corpse that's just falling apart and that's rotting, or do you want to speak with somebody who is going to be kind of fleshy and alive?
All right, Jovia,
and
Jovia,
He-
just calm down.
He
They
seemed
only
fairly
have
conscious to me.
and they might not have a lot of time. We will wait.
a lot of time.
We're
The
here
gates are
through
open now. Zinder is gone.
Jovia, and I just kind of like push her back for a second. Take time with him. We'll be here for the day at least. Please come find us. We have important information about what's happened.
Very well. And they'll head off.
I'll look at Jovia. Jovia, do you have any way to hear what's happening inside that room?
Do you want me to hear inside this room? I will do
Yes.
this. All right.
What time of day is it?
It's morning because I assume you guys woke up and
Okay.
left.
Yeah.
Okay. That shoots my plan in the foot.
Bang bang.
Jovia is so pissed off. Yeah. Go for the hearing one. I'm glad I picked this spell up and got the jeweled things.
And we'll go to where, like, while she's doing this, we'll bring her over to where they had told us a cot for her was.
Yeah.
You could tell like Jovia is just like seething. never ever have seen Jovia this mad before.
Do I remember if there are any temples within Bothka?
Um, yeah, there's a few temples in Bothka.
Is there one to Dietrich?
Yes.
I'm gonna go there really quick and do something,
Okay.
but I'll wait till you finish your stuff with what Jovi is hearing.
God damn it. That's stupid.
It's been 10 minutes.
Um, yeah.
All right, tell me
Tell you what.
what's going on in there. I'm hearing.
Okay. So you come 10 minutes later
Into the conversation.
into the conversation. Um, it sounds like they're trying to reassure him that they're going to try and find a place for him. And they want to keep him out of the public's eye until they know exactly what's going on.
Well, weird. I just told him that we knew that.
Right, but there's
relay this information.
No, I know. I'm just.
there's a lot that was said before she was able to
I know.
cast her spell.
Is there anything else?
Nothing that seems of any importance. They pretty much said a lot of the things that they had already wished to talk about.
1, 22, 23. Great. I'll do this also. Oh well, I don't. I don't need to use message for one of them, but
I'm gonna look at Arissa really quickly and be like, if I do a sending spell to Mortarion, I wonder if do you think he'd say anything back?
why would you want to send sending
Like,
spell to
why?
Mortarion?
Answers. Need answers.
Well, I definitely don't think he's gonna give you any answers.
Like, is he gonna replace his grandfather? These
I mean,
souls
that
are
was
supposed
his.
to go.
That was his plan, was to overthrow Zinder.
Yes, but so far the souls are set out and free. Is he going to be trying to be the new god of the underworld? Because if so, these people need a place to go. These people need a place to rest. I'm pretty sure that Trick would gladly. I'm not saying this in your head because I'm pretty sure that I can't really trust Trick with this and be like, I'm pretty sure Trick would just gladly go off and try to shoot everybody in their head that's already the undead that came back with their souls. But these souls need a place to go somewhere that's gonna be peaceful for them and not a Trick.
Well, didn't you say that you prayed to Zinder and that he was punishing you? So that means someone is in his position.
It felt like it at the time, but then at least that's what I thought. Because I prayed directly to Zinder.
Right, I mean, but that could just be like a placeholder name for whoever is in charge of the dead.
I don't think it would be. I think it would just be Mortarion.
Well, right, but your prayer might have still gone through. Maybe. I mean, none of us actually know how this works.
No, but
Give me intelligence checks. You two.
both of us.
We
Oh, yay!
boom.
Yeah, go Arissa!
Arissa, you would know that you remember that you did see the other symbols for the other gods from the castle that you guys had just completed, and they all had different people, but they all used the same name.
Well, wouldn't we have recognized it if it was Mortarion, though?
We haven't seen Mortarion not in his armor.
No. Like when you guys went to the castle, and you guys left side was the gods, the right side was the god,
Yeah.
and you saw all those symbols, but didn't recognize any of the people that were under the symbols.
Right.
It was still the same symbol of the gods that you know today.
Oh, so I was right that it's like a placeholder name.
Right.
Yeah. So I would tell Jovia that again.
Then it seems like I need to talk to him again.
I would recommend, only because I also have this
have
spell.
no
I would wait and not pray, since you don't have a relationship with this new Zender yet, and possibly just do a commune and talk to a proxy, see what's going on, get direct answers. Thanks for sending that letter as daddy. That made me happy.
What letter?
You don't know.
I know, but I heard daddy.
I talk to people all the time.
I know, we never know.
What
I
is
guess-
Trick and Jovia? Or what is Trick and Samaris doing?
I already told you that Samaris was going to Dietrich's temple for a short bit.
I mean,
Okay.
Trick is just standing by. I mean, there's nothing much Trick other than talk to people. That's the only thing he's really good at.
Trick, you would feel like you were heard, but you got no response.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
There's no water to fish slap him.
Trick, you would know that there's plenty of water at the bottom of the hole.
Yeah, I mean, I can see the dots. I see them right there. Like, clearly people do something in there. I don't know what the fuck's in there because it kind of terrifies me. What kind of fish are living in the center of the city? And why
There's
are there
a fish
still...
in the center of the city? What?
I mean, I don't know. I imagine there has to be a reason for docks instead of filling it in with dirt.
Well, aren't they mine things? I thought there was a mining thing.
I don't know. They look like docks to me.
What, down at the center of the city?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dock down there.
Yeah.
They mined the city all the way down,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
and they
Mining
get
thing.
their water from down there.
Oh, I don't know if I like the design of the city. I guess it's practical for the area. This is all out of character, by the way. My hating the city.
Okay.
Trick just hates all cities that don't have access to the sea. He doesn't hate them. He just doesn't understand their sanity. The sea is clearly the greatest source of water ever. You can boil it and drink it. Never run out.
Okay. Samaris, did you want to type your thing to me, or do you
Yeah,
want to
I'm
just do
doing
your
it
stuff?
right now.
Okay.
So I'm just finishing it up.
All right. So Jovia, Orissa has proposed an alternative to you. What's your response?
Jovia is just like trying to calm herself, and she's like, "Yeah, we're gonna do this commune thing. I'm gonna get answers." Is there such
Just
thing
make
as,
sure
like,
you word your
smoking, like
questions
cigarettes
carefully,
or
'cause
whatever? And
You only get a yes or no answer, and you only have 3 questions a day, essentially.
I know I have the spell, just never use it.
I use it a lot, so
know.
just being helpful.
Of course it did that. Okay, whatever. You know what he says. Yay, roll 20. Not recognizing escape characters.
As Samaris yells out his prayer so everybody can hear it.
Okay. I assume you're not looking for a response.
No.
Okay. All right. So Jovia, are you casting the spell?
Out of character, Samara.
I'm
I
thinking
sent a
French.
very similar message to Freya.
Nice.
My God, they're already dead. And I'm not really good friends with mine yet. My new one. We're trying.
We're trying.
It feels weird.
All right. So Samaras, after your prayer, are you going to come back, or are you going to?
Yeah, I head back.
Okay.
Don't whisper to me.
I know.
Oh, oh, never
I'm
mind. I
asking
didn't read
you.
the whole thing.
Maybe not sport, but it's supposed to be spot. Told you English is not good today.
What's English? We only speak common.
Yeah, common, not good. Celestial, better.
Okay. So you guys see a guard come to your room, and they say, and he, tries to get your attention.
I'll say, "Oh, thanks for getting our attention," and go over there. You know what I'm saying.
I'm just gonna look up at him with like, even though I have angry eyes right now.
I'll head over there.
He tells you that the commander's ready for you.
Thank you.
Alright.
Let's go, guys.
Let's go.
Since you didn't stay too long at the temple, you can make it back by then, Samaras.
Okay.
I'll walk with them.
So they lead you back into the room. You don't see Captain Tilk anywhere. It's just the two. So they lead you all in. And essentially, are kind of giving you a stare down, like they're upset with you. And they, the Phineas looks at you and goes, "So, you know more than what you let on to us to believe. What is it you know?"
So
What is
we,
it that you know?
well, everybody slow down. We had no idea that your predicament was tied into what we've been going through. And did not seem pertinent. And as soon as it became pertinent, you can take that angry look off your face because I said I needed to talk to you and that we knew some stuff. So we're not trying to be deceitful. We just didn't want to overload you information on world news that you didn't care about.
Well, anything
So-
that could happen of this magnitude affects us all.
If you want to keep being all mad, we don't actually have to tell you anything. We are now telling you this information as a favor so that you understand what's going on.
Well, we know what's going on now. And if you want to continue with your attitude, you have no place within our city.
If you really think that you know that everything is going on and you don't want to hear what we have to say, we can leave.
Then by all means, show yourselves to the door.
This is
Fine.
They're out of character. This is a terrible party.
I'll be like, hey,
You guys
stop
keep
it.
letting Arissa doing the talking.
Stop.
No.
I'm gonna grab Arissa by the hand, and be like, stay right there.
Because honestly, Trick doesn't care too much.
Try calming emotions of everybody.
You're going to try and cast a spell at them?
I'm just be like, all right, everybody, we're gonna calm down, and I'm gonna try calming everybody's emotions. And let's breathe.
Okay, well, the
I'm
commander's not going to have you casting spells at them.
I'm not calm still.
She's going to counterspell you.
Oh, there you
Like,
go.
fine, you don't want to calm your emotions, fine.
And she's like, she looks at you, Jovia, and she goes, "I think you need to leave."
I twitch.
All right. Well, let's head back to our flying ship. I say that out loud.
Are you hoping that you impress them so much with the flying ship that they're like, "Ooh, wait, come back"?
No, the flying ship, which we've used to put ourselves in contact with just about every, world leader throughout every continent. Have a good day, I tell them, and I'm ready to leave. Let's go. We don't need them. This is just one city.
As I'm leaving, I'll turn back and say, for the record, if your lives are still in danger, we will still come help.
No, I won't. And
Okay,
I will
bye,
grab
Joe.
everybody
I
I
will-
can.
I will
and
start-
plane ship the fuck away from us.
We can't do that because we haven't slept. So
Yeah,
Calm.
I thought it was what's her name that did it.
no.
no, it's me and you, friend.
Go flip
But,
it in the wilderness a little bit of ways from the
but
city.
as Jovia makes that comment, I just kind of put my arm around her shoulder and I just start ushering her out.
Just like muttering.
I will yell back to them like, if a man calling himself Lord Papley shows up wearing armor and with a big sword, contact us, please. I want him dead. And then we'll walk out.
And be like, don't contact me. Jovi is just really pissed off today, okay? Her god just died. She gives no fucks about people right now.
Okay, so you guys walk out of there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So where are you guys going?
We're gonna leave. I tell them that we leave the city. We're not staying.
Yeah, I think we were explicitly told to leave the city.
Well, yeah, now we got Jovia to go fucking cast spells at them.
I'm
crying
trying to
out loud.
I let them know that let's calm some emotions.
It's
And
it's still casting a spell at people
Yeah,
who
generally
are
that's
already upset
something
with you.
that's generally something that people don't like doing.
Don't care right now.
What? Everyone loves getting spells cast at them. I say with a deadpan face.
But yeah,
Really? And then I'm
I
gonna
think
touch Trick really quickly and I'm gonna put light on his forehead.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he can dodge that, so.
Yeah, I dodge. I'm gonna try to dodge anyways. This is where I fail.
I mean, Thorgrim's within 10 feet of you, so you get a +4 anyway.
Aha! Plus, that's the wrong
Yeah.
person. Sorry, that's the wrong.
Cassim
Ah.
nails the shit out of
Man.
it. My God.
In
I
any
destroy it.
32,
In
33.
any
I'm
case,
gonna
we're
end up
gonna
hitting
leave
her.
the city,
Yeah,
and we'll go, a few miles out of the city and set up camp.
camp out for a night.
I mean, we can travel 120 miles in a day.
Yeah, but
So-
we don't need to.
Yeah, but we
I
can
mean, if
travel
you
for
guys
an
want,
hour.
we can go to Varan.
I say we travel for an hour just to get the fuck away
How-
from this place.
How far away is Varan?
I think we got there in like a day and a half last time, and we're much faster now.
Yeah.
Either way, I just want at least an hour's travel away from there, and we can rest there. That far away, because then it's like.
Well, if we go to Varan, if King Mortarian's not there anymore, I'm going to that motherfucking library.
Yeah.
Well, didn't they say that like everything was cleaned out for the most part?
Right, but
That was
everything
just
in the
for the
castle
lady.
it wasn't in his castle. Yeah, we can totally.
Oh
get
yeah,
there.
we can. Yeah, 100% get there and like.
Let's go to Varan.
Unless we get that like overbearing, oppressive aura, and then I say fuck that. We get the hell out of there.
I mean, we can fix that. And I'm pretty sure it was just because it was not in the city of Varan. It was
Right,
right
it
around
was-
the castle.
Right, it was around Mortarian, but
Right. The reason we didn't go to the library last time is because we needed his permission to go into it.
If they still won't let us in, I say we wait till tomorrow. We go in there, and we take everything we can and plane shift the fuck out.
I mean, I really want to say you're right. Fuck this continent, because this continent has been terrible since like the first time we set foot in this place. However, I
Whoa,
think
whoa,
that's not a
whoa,
bad
whoa!
idea.
Don't blanket statement the whole continent, all right? Like
I just did.
I mean she's
I'm
right,
from
you know.
here.
So Morris agrees with Orissa on this.
I mean, it wasn't their fault you guys murdered the town.
I mean, that wasn't even what I was talking about. That was like a really minor footnote.
Minor footnote that you
It's
murdered
the
everybody
entire
in the
town
town.
being destroyed.
We didn't murder the whole town. They came back. It was fine. It was a Christmas miracle.
And now they really would have come back. No one's dead anymore. Death is meaningless.
I mean, my brain got eaten here. We got trapped in a bubble. Zinder's temple happened. Ungari happened. Now this shit is
Kalel
happening.
got eaten here.
He didn't get eaten here.
Yeah, it did. It was on
Did
the
he?
it was on the plane. It was right after we left Bothica, wasn't it? First time.
Yep,
And we
you're right.
were and we
He
were
did get
coming
eaten
back to Tillian, and we got eaten on these planes here.
Man,
Yep,
everything bad happens on Teratome.
That's what I just finished saying.
Oh man.
All right. So anyway, we'll go into Varan.
Okay.
Wasn't this a continent that was supposed to have like something else happen and like rewound time or something? Too? Something like that. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, this whole place was destroyed,
Yeah.
but thankfully time reset and it didn't happen.
All right.
Did you get any answers to your thing yet, Jovia?
She didn't ask anything.
I know.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of the last question.
You don't need to ask them all in a row. You ask the first one and you get the answers, and you can like make another question based on the answer you get.
All right. Well, then I'm just gonna do it then. Whenever we like pause for a moment, like
Well, I'm just gonna give you one
The ritual.
word responses. So,
Yeah, it's a yes or no.
all right.
so just whisper them to me, and I'll respond to you. All right. So you guys get to the gates. If you guys remember the gates.
Yes.
I didn't write anything down, except what I said out loud before.
They looked a little something like this.
Yep.
I thought this was just to get into his castle.
Right. This is the way that leads up to his castle.
It took like an hour or something walking up there.
Right.
And-
We're just going to the town.
What town?
It's just the castle.
It's just the castle.
Oh.
There's no town
Then
here.
where's the library?
In Bothica.
Wait.
No, the library is in Varan.
No,
Oh.
the library was in Bothica.
Library's in Bothica.
Well, we can always go back to Bothica tomorrow and then raid that library and leave.
I mean, you're not wrong. We could probably kill all of them, but
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think we should do that.
they were very.
I don't think we should either. But I mean, extra souls are extra souls. This cape you gave me has turned me evil.
Well, I mean,
and
there
I'm
was.
gonna turn
I mean,
to Drake and be like, they are not your souls.
oh my god! All right, let's go into the city or into the castle. I guess we're here.
Okay, so as you guys make your way up to the gate, you see there's an attendant out front.
I remember that.
You're gonna see Jovia panic like really quickly, Orissa.
Well, we were doing that in our travel.
I'm gonna let you know that like there's no god Zinder.
Then who's responding to you?
She's communing.
So what do you still have? Still, I guess that means he still has representatives or proxies or
I'm
whatever.
gonna
the fuck.
ask, is there any god of death?
Remember, commune. Anybody can answer the commune.
I don't think that's true.
Any god
Oh.
can choose to answer.
Can I feel what god it is? Like who might be answering?
No, you just know
You get
that
an
there's
answer.
somebody in place that's not one of the
No, it
gods.
says you contact your deity or a divine proxy.
Divine beings aren't necessarily omniscient, so you might receive your answer. In case
Yeah, you can get an unclear answer, but
Okay.
it doesn't just contact anybody.
it's so either your deity or a divine proxy.
Right.
Okay.
I guess I should ask, is there a new god of death?
Anyways, you guys don't feel the same sickness as before.
Good. I look at the attendant and I'm like, you there, open the gates.
All right, he'll open the gate.
Good. Trick is not in a mood to be disobeyed right now.
That was easy.
Yeah, Arissa is kind of tired of the sass right now.
Like, I mean, everywhere we go, we have to like, I mean, we're pretty powerful by this point. Not god powerful, but I mean, I'm on a pretty high. I fought a demigod. We fought a demigod, and we made him run. So, I'm on a high.
Oh God. Arissa's not on that high. She's just on a.
He's on an anger high too. Like, these people are just walking all over this world, killing our gods. Like they can just do whatever the fuck they want. Like, no, I'm not putting up with this. I don't quite have all the power to stop them yet, but I will get it, and I will stop them.
Yeah, Arissa is more like just really tired of people treating her like crap when she's just trying to help. She keeps trying to do nice things.
No one expects the trick Inquisition, right?
I'm assuming we have that conversation as we're walking up.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys can have that conversation as you're walking up to the castle.
I'm tired of this shit. Everyone's gonna die if anyone stands in our way. They're gonna have a bad day.
As before, you see the solid black doors with the two undead attendants outside.
Out of character, I want to say, like, Jovia, come handle your people.
Wow.
But I won't
Wow.
say that. But in character, do they look like they're going to try to stop us from entering the castle or anything?
No, they seem to be just attendants that are there to manage the door.
Okay. Keep this door open. He's like, do they respond?
They do. They move slowly because they're slow-moving creatures, but they eventually manage to open the door.
Alright. They're undead. I was talking to other people's heads. Can I kill them? Not for their souls, but I kind of just don't want any undead behind me. They might still be loyal to Mortarion.
Thorgrim immediately agrees with you.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. Let's hold up on that because we don't even know if killing them is going to do anything. If there's no god of death, we have no idea what the consequences of this are yet. Maybe no one can die anymore.
I'll be willing to be the first one to test this out.
Well,
On
I don't think that that's a good idea. I think we should just wait until we know more.
Very well. As the door is open, like, what do I see?
Inside, you see an empty hallway that you knew before was lined with torches of continual flame, and there was ornate pictures and whatnot that hung from the wall. Now it just seems to be an empty hallway with undead roaming around.
Do any of them look like powerful undead or just normal, like, skeleton zombies, that sort of thing?
Most of them that you've seen so far are of the zombie variety.
Okay.
If we make ourselves known, does it look like they seem to be reacting to us at all, or do they just look like they're roaming zombies?
They seem to just be roaming zombies.
Okay. Well, I mean, if they're not looking to eat my brains or anything, let's continue forward. But I'll be,
And just for clarification, you said that when we looked at the compass, there was no Athari stone on it, correct?
Correct.
I'm gonna like grab Iris's hand.
I'm ready to draw my gun and shoot it at notice.
Okay. Jovia grabs your hand for some reason.
Because I'm freaking out, okay? My god just died. I don't know what's going on. She's freaking out. She feels lost. Sort of. Like half of her is missing. Is her god weapon like still held up, kind of thing?
Yeah.
I mean, you would know mine is still fine. You would know that.
So where do you guys want to go?
Well, any
castle.
doors? Yeah. Are we not at the castle yet?
You guys are at the front steps of the doors that are open. You guys are looking down the hallway inside the castle.
Yeah, I'll walk in,
Oh.
and any like doors that I see, I'm gonna like open.
Yeah,
And check.
we know where the main chamber is, correct?
Yes.
I suggest we start heading that way.
And as they do that, I'm gonna open every side door, take a look inside, and then close it if I don't see anything. Just
Okay.
to make sure we don't get any like surprises coming up behind us. And zombies, I mean they don't look too strong, do they?
No.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not worried about them then. We'd eat them for breakfast.
Okay, so you come to the main doors. You know the main chamber where you last spoke with King Watarion is. There's a significant difference. Is you don't feel that same eerie feeling that you guys felt last time when you guys arrived at this door.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems to be echoing as you walk because of the complete vacancy of everything here.
I mean, I know that they said that they did this already, but I'm just gonna, for my own eyeballs with my monocle on.
Okay. So you guys are in front of two large doors. On the
Okay.
other side is the chamber.
Alright, I guess we look at Arissa.
Yeah, if Arissa gives the go ahead, I'm gonna open the doors.
Do I see any magic on the doors?
No.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
Maybe I should check the doors, or you should check the doors.
I'm already opening it.
Okay.
Okay. You're able to open the doors. Inside, there doesn't seem to be anything here except for his chair.
Okay.
Alright, there it is. We
Um,
pick the chair up and we leave.
Is
Alright.
there, and there's
No.
no magic or any traces left of the magic that was here?
As you get closer, you can
I'm
see
gonna sit on his chair.
on his chair there seems to be some sort of divine illusion.
All right, I'll say, everybody wait.
I just said I'm gonna sit on his chair.
Well, we're
I just
across
said
the
before you
room.
said that away. Before wait.
Now,
You still can't
Remind-
dash across the room before I can talk.
remind me, because it's been like a year and a half since we've been here. The first time we were here was essentially completely dark, and we just saw him, correct?
Correct. You guys had no idea of the room itself.
Okay, what does this room look like?
So the room itself looks like it's in a decayed fashion. Doesn't look to be upkept. You can assume that, Arissa, you can assume that he made the images of this place to what he wanted it to look like.
Mm-hmm.
So while he's not here, it seems to be just a very broken down room.
Does it look like there are any signs of forced entry or exit from the room? Like he broke out of here and he was imprisoned here?
No.
I'm gonna tell everybody to kind of like hold up and like, just stay behind me. I'm gonna start moving closer to the chair so I can see what the illusion is.
Okay. How are you gonna see the illusion?
I'm gonna try to like. I know it's an illusion, so I'm
Disbelieve
gonna
it?
try to see. Yeah, try to see through it.
Okay. With your intelligence high enough, you'd know that this is not something that you can disbelieve.
Even with even through my monocle, though.
Even with your divine monocle.
Oh,
would
that's what I was trying to do is see through my monocle to see through it.
Right. You would know that you would have to use your other monocle.
True seeing.
Yeah. I'll swap out monocles.
I'm pointing my gun at the chair.
Such a chair. It's such a
She said there's
chore.
something wrong with the
Such
chair.
a chore.
I'm ready to kill the chair.
But what I will do is I'll use all the charges so everybody can see through it for
Okay.
the first time because I like you guys.
Like, holy crap. You can just, I whisper to you, be like, you can just see me, let me see through it.
No, I can't.
Very
Oh well, I mean I have to touch you guys, but I mean I would just do it for everybody. It's using all my charges. Might as well.
Okay. So as you use all your charges, you can see the chair itself begin to morph itself into a small silvery orb.
Do I see any other magic around that orb?
No.
I'm gonna go towards the orb.
The orb.
Hang on,
The orb looks familiar.
Is it an authority stone?
That's what it looks like.
But we take out your monocle trick.
Huh?
Take out the monocle. Or the monocle, the compass. Jesus, sorry.
I'm like, what? I have a monocle? When did I get this?
Yeah,
Your monocle.
Marissa slipped it into your bags when you weren't looking.
Puts on his monocle. What do I see?
I need to ask Idrisil for a third eye for Arissa so she can
I
wear
see.
all three of her monocles.
I see death and darkness. That's all I see.
Take out your
with my
fucking
monocle.
compass.
Oh wait, that's my eye patch. Whoops. No, yeah. So I take out my compass. I'm pointing it. Looking around. Is it pointing in the room anywhere?
As you look at your compass, you can see that it doesn't. The Tharxsis stone doesn't seem to appear in front of you. It doesn't seem to register on the compass.
This seems hinky.
I kind of want to walk closer to it.
Someone poke it
I'm
with a
gonna
stick.
not let you
I'm
do
gonna
that.
go walk closer. He said poke it, and Jovi is still pissed off and like super mourning or whatever, and she gives.
So tell her to go.
little-
She should just sit down and cry then. Don't start poking shit.
She will start poking things. He said poke
Don't-
it. Jovi's gonna go touch it.
Okay, but you could go touch it and then you could, like, things could happen. Can you just wait so we can figure out what's going on?
And I said with a stick, not with your hands. 10-foot pole.
You get a hand, or you get nothing at all.
Oh,
Then nothing at all.
Directly into your mind.
I look at her. Don't be me and Arissa.
Yeah, we have enough of that.
Yeah, we do touching. We touch things. All right. You do you.
This is me now.
Would I know of, with all like the divine magic that I have encountered, I know that this is divine magic, but would I know if there's a way? As far as I know, there isn't a way to trick the compass. And as far as I know, there isn't a way to actually hide magic from me and the monocle. So if it was cloaked in some way, I would be able to tell.
Imagine if anyone would know a way, though. The Tarian.
Trick would also know that we were able to see Papley's Athari stone, even though, what do you call it? It was a sword before.
You mean Othello's?
Yes, that thing. I got half of the brother right.
Would I be able to figure out if this is some kind of trap?
Give me an intelligence check. You can think that there's something wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
You know
That
that
way.
illusion, a magic, is very powerful in its own nature. I mean, it's
Right.
its own school for a reason.
I'm gonna find a rock, and I tell everyone to clear the room.
Last time you did this, we got like void warped. I don't like this idea.
Hang on, wait a second. We automatically succeed on saving throws against illusions. So we're not seeing an illusion. Or, well, maybe you guys are, but I wouldn't be through my god monocle.
Yeah, there's something that looks like an Athari stone on the ground.
And it looks, and if I describe what I'm seeing through my divine monocle, it's the same thing that they're seeing.
Yes.
Well, we have other Thari stones. Like, take a look at the magical signature of that and see if it's any different from the one that you're seeing there.
Well, I would know. I've identified 3 different ones. Would I know if they have the same? If I have a general magical signature that's all kind of the same?
Yes, they do.
So
All
if
right.
he's
Am I
working-
detecting the same thing from this?
No, like I said, you're not getting anything but illusion.
Oh, right. That's right. Yeah, I really don't think. I don't think this is the Thari stone. I think this might be a trap from us.
Okay, guys. Draft 2 just told me to touch the stone, and he cheered for 200 bits.
Okay, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I really don't think that we should let chat influence what we're doing based on cheers, because that'll start irritating me.
He just wants me to touch the stone.
I'm just gonna say I think that this is a trap meant solely for us, because he knew that we wanted the Athari stone.
Well, everyone back out of the castle, and I'll throw a rock at it and run. See what happens.
We could try asking some of the dudes putzing around out here.
That's actually a better idea.
Or I can do United We Stand and have one of them do it.
Well, they're not gonna know what's going on, but one of these undead out here might. And I think Trick should maybe do the talking.
All right, I'll walk out in the hallway and like, you there, point at a random undead. Does it react?
Yeah, I mean, it turns its head all the way around without turning its body.
All right, creepy. Anyways, what is going on in this room here? What is with the stone on the floor? What is it?
It just kind of shrugs.
You don't know? Well, you just left it in there on the floor. Look, all right, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but maybe you should go get it.
It kind of turns the rest of its body around, and it walks into the room, and it starts
Alright.
looking around for this thing that you said that doesn't exist to him.
Damn it! You had to have used all charges of it. Damn it! I really hate this right now.
So Mars has
there.
just kind of got his arms crossed and just watching this, kind of entertained that Trink is even considering talking to a mindless undead about what it knows.
Listen, all right, your eyes are clearly not what they used to.
I mean, you could just ask him what happened here earlier today or yesterday or whatever.
What happened here earlier today or yesterday? Can you? It hasn't talked. You know what? Why are we asking? What? No, I would not ask that question because it can't talk, or at least it hasn't talked yet.
Well, you could ask it if it can talk.
So yeah, that was gonna be my next question. Can you talk to us? Are you able to speak to us?
It kind of just stares at you.
I will.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Hang on. Ow, that hurts, cat.
Well, I will. This ought to be good. All she gets is brains.
I mean, if it understood what you said, it means it understands languages. So.
Okay, so you used detect thoughts on it and trying to read its thoughts.
Oh, hang on, sorry. Boomer turned my volume down. What did you say?
I said so you use detect thoughts to read his thoughts.
Yep.
Okay, so right now the only thing he's thinking is gone. He's repeating this over and over in his head. Gone, master, gone.
What did
Can
I
you
say?
tell-
Trick, ask him the question again.
Do you know what happened here yesterday?
Get master gone.
All right. What are you telling me what he's thinking?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Well, Like, so your master's gone. He left yesterday. Yeah, we heard about that. Does he think of anything different when I say that? Or she? I don't want to assume this zombie's gender, right?
Again, it just says gone.
All right. Well, if your master is gone, would you like a new one? A new master, or you just want the old master?
It no new master.
Oh, come on,
Say,
why not?
good try, Trick. It didn't work.
It'll be fun. Listen, my friend. See that chair? All right, we're gonna need you to move that chair.
No, Trick. I think that you have no idea what that does. It could be like a nuclear bomb that just blows this destroys the whole city.
It begins to walk towards the chair.
All right. And I start to back the fuck away. Like,
I'm gonna say, stop, creature.
Nope. Clear the room.
And the creature
Well, I mean,
stops
it's
and then clears the room.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
I knew you'd see it from my side.
I mean, if you thought talking to an
why
undead
don't you
was gonna solve this, I don't
Can
understand.
anything hurt us in when what's her name pulls up one of the what is it? Because we survived through the lava or whatever with her. Can't we just get one of those and have him touch the chair?
Oh, you're talking about the
Tiny hut.
tiny hut? I mean, yeah, but we don't know if it's going to destroy everyone in the city. We don't know if we touch it, if it's going to open the other gates of death. Like,
we don't know anything about it, but the only thing that we can do is just try to touch it.
Or we
see
can
what's
just
going on.
leave. It's not the Athari stone.
Are you 100% sure of that?
I am, based on the evidence, I am 99% sure. It does not look like an Athari stone magically. It is not acting like an Athari stone, and our compass is not registering it as an Athari stone.
Right.
The only
it's
thing
not
that is telling
registering-
us, listen, the only thing that's telling us that it's an Athari stone is our eyes, and this is an extremely powerful magical illusion made by a god.
So this points to all the Athari stones, right? Or no?
Yes.
Only when we're close by. Yeah.
No.
Okay. Is it pointing anywhere?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess there's no more Athari stones then. Let's leave.
And I've identified it before. I would know that it has no particular wording about whether it works just on this plane or not, right?
You identified it
compass.
before, yeah, and you know that it works on this plane.
Right. Sorry, that's what I meant to ask. I'll say it's likely still with Mortarion on whatever fuck plane that they're on.
Okay. You guys see a skeleton heading towards the chair.
Hey, skeleton, what are you doing?
Yes, because talking to the zombies before, or the undead before.
I mean, they
clearly worked.
listened.
I think
If it continues
In haste.
going and doesn't stop, I'm gonna blast it.
I leave the castle in haste.
Okay. Make an attack roll against the skeleton.
I forgot how many of these I make. 3.
Push it closer to.
Oh no, I mean it'll explode.
Got on the last one.
All right, so the skeleton will die.
I will immediately look at Jovia.
Okay.
who
The
is-
rest of you, minus Trek, who beat a quick haste. You see the skeleton come back up, and is now sitting on the chair.
How did it
I'm
come back
not,
up?
Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like he reforms on the chair.
No, he reformed back together after.
And then I attack him again.
After.
Yeah, like we're not letting him get to the chair.
I'm not letting him get to the chair.
Right, you turned around to look at Jovia, so you don't see this. Is what I'm saying, because you turned to look away from the creature since you had blasted it.
I mean, I never
Do I
turned
see
away. So
Jovia
what
do anything?
happened?
The creature just got back up. It reformed its bones and then continued to walk towards the chair.
I mean, I would have stopped that.
Okay, what are you gonna do to stop it?
I'm just gonna fucking get up and I'm gonna fucking grapple that thing, because that's the only thing in the room, right?
You guys
Do I?
backed away from the chair, so
How far away is the chair?
No, none of us backed away from the chair except Trick.
you guys are all standing within 5 feet of the chair.
No, we were like halfway into the room.
Okay, well
That's where I kind of stopped everybody.
I
okay,
don't recall us really going into the room. I thought we were like towards the entrance.
all right. So this
Oh no, I walked in
If
closer.
Samaras is trying to go run to the chair, I'll be like, stop.
I'm not going to
Skeleton, dude, just stop.
Jovia, what are you doing?
I want to see what happens.
Okay, well, if you're just gonna make reckless, we had this discussion very recently that we're not making reckless decisions without talking to each other.
Well, anything that you try, you guys say, it's always like, no, don't do this, and then something bad always happens no matter what. I'm tired.
We don't know what's going to happen.
There is no risk or no reward. We don't have to touch this. It is clearly a trap laid here by King Mortarion. We can just walk away from this.
I already did.
Do you really want to let King Mortarion get the better of you? By doing what he wants right now?
I don't care right now.
So then why are you even trying?
I'm just trying to see what happens, and
Why?
because I'm tired of waiting around to figure things out.
That's what you're doing. We're trying to leave.
all right. So, are you gonna call back your skeleton?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll tell him to stay a step away from the chair.
All right. So you guys are gonna leave then? That's the plan.
I'm
I mean,
I'm looking at Jovia.
I don't want to leave really just yet.
You were the one you were just talking about how you were tired of waiting around. So let's stop waiting around. Let's go.
I feel like there's maybe something more that's here.
What do you feel like's here?
I don't know, but I mean, yes, he could leave something. He could leave a trap here, but a part of me feels like he may not at the same time.
What makes you feel he just killed your god? I'm not sure what makes you think he has any redeeming qualities whatsoever. I want to understand.
I don't know. It's just like a gut feeling.
I mean, if your gut feeling is telling you that you want to touch it, I mean, none of us are here to stop you, but you have to say that. You can't go behind our backs to do that. That's not how this works. It's not how it's ever worked. And every time we do try to do that,
the majority of the time, that's the thing.
And but nobody ever says anything else. If you said, "Hey, Arissa, I really just have this gut feeling. I want to touch it," we would have had the exact same conversation we just had, and I would say, "Okay, you can touch it," and you wouldn't have lost a huge amount of my trust in the meantime.
I feel like a part of me wants to touch it, but the other half wants to say no at the same time. And
Well,
I'm really
let's sit here and talk about it then.
I don't know what it is, but a really big part of me just says wants to touch it.
I'll look at Solmaris and the rest of the group except for Trick, who is left.
Already gone.
I mean, Solmaris looks receptive to the conversation. He hasn't really said anything because he doesn't think that it's his place to say anything, but he's there and he looks like he's listening intently.
Well, right. Well, I'm asking what what do you think? I mean, I'm with Jovia. If she feels a gut feeling that she wants to see what's happening,
If anything, if you guys want to leave, go ahead and leave.
well, why would we leave you?
Because I don't know if what would happen.
We're not leaving you.
Well, get out of the room then, just in case.
We're not leaving you, he says very intently to Jovia. Arissa, you had the best look at everything in here. What does your gut say?
I mean, my gut says that nothing that King Mortarion does comes without a cost, and he is a two-faced jerk who's only out for himself, and he just finished killing a god, and he knows we want the Athari Stone, and if he's talked to happily, he knows that we're his enemy, and and they all know that we're after the Athari Stones. So my gut says that if he's a smart guy, that this is what I would leave as some kind of trap to try to kill us. And hope we didn't look too much into it. Just said, oh, look, he left the Athari Stone for us. But, I mean, again, that's my logic, and that's what my, intelligence is saying. And if Jovia has a different feeling, I think that we've learned that can't be discounted.
Okay, and Jovia, what's your reason behind touching it?
I mean, okay, like a part of me feels like, even though he asked for, because you know how I am, I like to try to feel like the good in people no matter what.
Have you at any point sensed any good within Mortarion?
A little. It felt like at one point, because even though he may have struck a lot of us down and he demanded some kind of payment, he did answer us. He did stick to his word. So that's kind of like a good part in somebody.
What do you mean, when did he stick to his word?
When I gave him the item and he stuck to his word with talking to us. He answered all of our questions truthfully.
He also tried to kill all of us.
That's because we all talked out of turn and we didn't give him anything, and he wanted to see if we were strong enough to survive.
So what part of this makes you feel like this is him keeping his word? Because we haven't given him anything.
We may not have given him anything, and I don't know, a part of me feels like there's something more, but I don't know. I'm always trying to look for the good in something, and I'm hoping that this is his last stretch of goodness that's in him.
But is it a too good to be true thing?
You never know. But I always want to figure out the good in something. Like with you, Slamaris. You drowned Arissa, but you were trying to do something good at the same time for your god.
Samaris kind of shuts down when you say that. And he kind of looks at Arissa when you say that. Does she have any reaction to that?
She just kind of like one eyebrow lift.
So even if something bad happens to me, then fine. I took the risk of knowing that something bad, that I tried finding something good in somebody. But I really feel like, trust me, I feel that there may be more than just something bad.
I mean, I'm
always trying to look for the good in somebody.
I hear that, but is it really worth risking the fate of the entire world for you to find the good in Mortarion?
Finding good in somebody is worth my life in a lot of things. If I didn't, I wouldn't be where I am now.
Right, but you have to remember that was you before, when you had the what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, hang on. When you had the freedom to be selfish, and you don't anymore. It's not about what you can do or what you need or what you want to see in people. It's about us and what we can do together to save the world. And if you think that this one thing is worth that risk, if this kills us and then takes all of the good that's left in the world,
Leave the castle and we can figure that out then.
no, we can't do it without you.
Please. If don't forget, he's the grandson of Cinder. So I kind of feel a little connection with this may be the last part that I have of my god.
But he
I mean,
killed
he may have hated
Zinder's
him.
actual son and then killed Zinder himself. Just because he
Tharxsis
has
killed
the
Cinder.
blood.
Yeah, Tharxsis killed Cinder, and I know, and I get where you're coming from, but
I mean, that's like saying that
not
your
all of
children
these
aren't
things-
actually your children because they don't have your blood. The blood doesn't mean anything. He is denounced Zinder. If anything, he is the antithesis to your god.
Yeah,
That's
but
why
he
I guess that's
also
why
said
I'm
he
not really
wanted to be
understanding where
Zinder.
you're coming from.
He also said he wanted to be Zinder.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He said he wanted to overthrow him. There's
Yeah.
a big difference. Overthrowing someone does not mean they want to be him.
It kind of feels to me, I don't know, but this is the last connection that I may have with anything with Zinder.
That's not true. Then he'll kind of tap on your staff.
Yeah, but I can no longer talk to him. I mean, yeah, I feel where you are coming from with Kalel. And the last phrase that he gave you.
This thing here is not from
he may not
Zinder.
have gave you a phrase. I mean, he may not have. I mean, he may not be, but you never know. You never know.
So you think that this is from Zinder?
You never know. I mean, it could be, or it could be little part of goodness, what's left of more. I don't know. But once again, this is my smallest connection that I have left. It could be something stupid, or it could be something good. I just feel like I need to figure out what else is there.
Okay.
So if you guys want to leave the room,
No, that's
I'm
all.
actually
It's just-
begging you guys, if you guys to leave the room just in case something bad happens. Trick has already left. Okay.
Well, he's unlocking a door.
Yeah, he said he found a door.
Okay, but leave the room just in case. I don't want anything bad to happen to you guys.
No, I'm gonna stay with you. That's all I needed to hear you say is that this is something you needed to do. I just wanted to understand. You know, that's all I ever want is to understand.
So I'm gonna like go up towards the chair, kind of like cautiously or whatever.
I'm gonna keep my hand on her shoulder.
And I'm gonna
Okay.
go and try to either reach for the item or actually like kind of sit on the chair that's there.
Okay, what you gonna
If I
do?
can't reach for the item. If I can't reach for the item.
Okay, so as you put your hand closer towards the item, your hand gets pressed up against something. There seems to be some sort of force or barrier there preventing you.
What do you mean like force or I'm gonna like talk to them and be like there's something stopping me right here.
What do you want to do?
I don't.
I'll put my hand next to Jovia's, I guess, to try to. Well, actually, if I put my hand next to Jovia's, do I also feel some kind of force?
Yeah.
I should ask first. I'll look at Jovia and I'll ask her since this is her. Do you want me to try to see what it is?
Yes.
Okay. And because Jovia asked, I will try to identify it with my monocle.
It seems to be some sort of wall of force.
Do I know anything about them?
About walls of force? Yeah, they're usually
Yeah.
it's essentially a magical barrier that's either meant to keep something in or keep something out.
But I wouldn't know necessarily how to defeat one.
You would know general walls of force. You could use the disintegration spell
Right.
on it to destroy it. A high enough dispel magic might might do it. But this is not normal magic.
Right. I know this is like a divine wall of force.
I with this because since you have your monocle on, you'd also get the fact that there's a trigger to dispelling this wall of force.
Can I tell at all like what that is or what it's connected to?
It seems something needs to be pushed inside the wall of force.
Okay, I'll pass all that information along to Jovia, and I'll say if you have that feeling, I mean maybe try your staff.
I will try my staff to try to push through.
It doesn't get pushed through.
And then I'll hear that message from Trick and be like, wait a second, what? Trick, what do you mean? You can actually talk out loud now if you want.
See, I knew there was something more.
To be fair, that had nothing to do with us. It had to do with Trick's plan, which is what we were going with.
Oh no, with the wall. Or with the chair thing.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, never mind. It doesn't matter right now. Trick. Am I getting a response, or are you guys still typing to each other or something? I just want to make sure he's not, like, unconscious somewhere.
We just haven't heard anything, so he may be muted.
I mean, he hasn't spoken up. I'll say that.
Okay, I will say, Jovia, I'm sorry. I think we have to take this another time because he hasn't responded back. It's been like 30 seconds. That's going to be unusual. And I'm assuming if he found a trident with a symbol Debrea, he touched that for sure.
Like, Samaras, if you can, run as fast as you can to where you think he may be at.
I'll start going out. And he said
And
that
I'm assuming
he
Thorgrim
unlocked
will
it.
go with him.
Yeah, he said that he unlocked a door, so I'm gonna look for an open door.
Okay, you see a bunch of open doors as you're making your way through the hallway.
I'm going to systematically check for all of these to see for some sign of trick, or in this case, what he described a black trident and or symbols of Brea.
Okay. That'll take you some time.
With Thorgrim helping, we can divide and conquer, so it'd probably take a little bit less time.
Okay. Riss and Jovia, what are you guys doing?
Waiting to see what's going on with Trick because I feel like it's not a good thing to do alone. But I know Jovia doesn't want to leave.
Go and find Trick if you want to. I'll be here waiting just in case.
I'm gonna wait with
Can you guys hear me?
Can now.
Yes.
Yeah, now.
Okay, I've been talking to myself for like.
Yeah.
We even said that you were muted.
Oh my god! You fucking scared. God!
I have been talking to myself for all this time. I forgot I was muted.
Oh my god, we have like Samaras looking for you.
Right, I mean, it fits because I would not have responded right away anyway. I would have. But I'm heading back. to I'm heading back to you guys right now.
You
And
see
I actually said that
Thorgrim
5
and
times.
Damaris frantically running
Yeah,
around.
they're.
I said it the 5th time with like a little like come on guys, I said this, quit ignoring me. And then I looked at Discord and I was like, oh, I'm muted. Whoops.
We even were like, "Are you muted, Trick? Are you saying anything?" And Jason was like, "Well, he hasn't said anything." And we're like, "Oh fuck, Trick is dead."
Yeah, well, you see, he said that after I said like, I basically said I wouldn't say anything, and then he's like, well, he hasn't said anything.
Oh my god, that's really funny, actually.
So to me, it seemed like he actually heard everything that I was saying. But yeah, I'm sorry. As soon as I picked it up, and after everything else that happened, I would have rushed right back there. But I still wouldn't have communicated by.
I mean, after about like 30 seconds or so, you'd probably hear the scuffling of Sylmaris and Thorgrim like looking for you.
You would already be hearing like no stealth forgotten thump 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 as Trick running to get back to you guys. In a hurry.
Yeah, you'd all hear a visible sigh of relief in your heads, like, okay, I found him, he's fine.
I'd be like, no time to explain. I need Arissa.
Oh. Well, come here.
You touch this. Tell me what it does. I hold a solid black trident to you.
Oh, I mean, that's pretty cool. I'll touch it and see what it does.
Okay. So you touch it, and you still have your detect magic up. And are you handing it to her, Trick, or are you?
Oh no, I'm holding on to this.
Okay. So as you're looking onto it, you can see that this trident looks to be emanating magic. And as you touch it, you can see that the magic seems to disappear. And when you identify it, it seems to be some ordinary mundane thing.
When I untouch it, does the magic come back?
It does.
What's the magic?
It's just enchantment magic.
Oh.
Well,
But you can see that carved into it is signs of Brea.
Well, I guess that's for you, friend. I will say.
So,
Can
what's going on in here?
Who has the stone? It's Thorgrim.
Which
Thorgrim
stone?
no, not that stone. Thorgrim, is this the same kind of? Since the black trident is the same thing as the black rock?
No.
Oh, interesting.
I'm like petting the trident as I'm like super excited about.
Oh no, he's found his precious.
I mean, can you absorb that into your weapon?
Its weapon is a gun.
I look at her in confusion, and then horror, as she thought about destroying this thing.
Where did you find this Trick?
In a room.
I'll look at
locked room.
Juvia and be like, "Do you want to go to this room? It might have what we need to get through this."
Fine.
I've never heard of a trident gun before, though, Sylmaris.
Can I talk to the skeleton
Trick, can
that
you
I
take
told
us to this
stop
room?
and be like, guard this room?
I mean, yeah, I'll take him to the room. A trigun.
And as we're going, I'll tell Trick.
I love that anime. I watch it once a year.
I'll tell Trick what we found.
Huh.
But is the skeleton now standing guard? Because I asked it to.
All right. So as you guys are walking, and Trick is leading you back to this room, Trick leads you to a wall.
It was right here. I swear to you. Do I see a wall?
Yeah.
I promise you, the door was right here.
Even with true seeing up,
Yes.
Trick, this is a wall.
I think it may be a very good wall, but it's...
Did
I'll
you
poke
get
it.
lost?
With the trident. I don't know if you've known this, but Trick has needed something for poking things for a long time, and he's really happy to have something now.
I'd be like, I'm pretty sure you want to use Brea as a poking stick.
If Brea cannot protect me, no one can.
I'm like, you may want to ask Brea what this trident is.
So you poke it with the
Poke the
trident.
wall with the trident.
Okay. So Trick pokes the wall with the trident, and you see that the wall um, bursts outwardly with a force of water as it blows a 1 foot in diameter hole in the wall.
I'm
I
gonna
look at-
grab Trick's hand and then I'm gonna run him over
What
to
the
the
fuck?
chair.
Wait, hang on, Jovia.
We're going this way.
I'll look. I'm gonna look through the hole in the wall first.
Yeah, Samaris was just about to do the same thing. Like, how thick is that wall?
The wall itself is, probably like 3 or 4 feet. It looks like to be an outer portion of the wall of the
Holy
castle.
shit.
Now I'm just like, I'm looking at this and imagining what would have happened if I poked someone with it. Like, is there zombies in this hallway?
Please don't shoot the zombies.
Don't hurt the zombies.
No, I don't
I
think
am
you
now
said
their
anything shot out of
protectors
it.
now.
Did water shot out of it? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Out of the trident?
Yep.
Oh, this thing's dangerous.
So it's just like a hole in the wall now, or is there like
Can we
a
see outside?
Yeah, you
Did I
can
just
see
like
outside.
randomly find
All right,
my
I'm
god
gonna
weapon or
grab
something?
once again. I'm gonna grab Trick's hand and I'm going to lead him towards the chair area, and I'm gonna put my hand on the like invisible wall and be like, poke this area where my hand would be at. I'm gonna remove my hand and I'm gonna tell him to poke it.
Oh, you want me to poke the stone? I thought we agreed we
Just
weren't going to
poke it!
touch the stone.
Poke
Trick,
it.
please poke the stone.
I poke the stone.
Okay.
I'm still standing near Jovia and them.
What stone are you poking?
The chair.
Oh,
The
the
chair.
chair area? Oh, so
I
the
would-
wall of
The
I
force.
wall of force.
Yeah.
Okay.
I read back
I-
that way with
I
him.
don't know there's a wall of force there.
So nothing seems to happen to the wall of force.
Does water come out of the trident again?
No.
No.
Hey, can I see your trident really quickly?
No.
Just one moment.
No.
Can I touch it?
No.
I've let you touch my weapon.
Did you say you have or you would?
I have.
When did I touch any of your weapons?
Delilah.
That's a child. First of all,
He's part of my weapon.
and the fact that you you think that you call her a weapon scares me. What do you need to touch it for?
I'm just trying to test something.
You're not testing things unless I know what it is.
I don't know, because I'm
Trick
trying
only
to crack open this wall
trusts
of
Arissa
force.
for testing things.
I mean,
I'm trying to crack open this wall of force really quickly. I just want to know if like.
Oh,
it
Jovia,
freezes
won't.
or-
It probably won't work if you touch it.
I don't know. Jovia is just trying to plug and chug everything. She's becoming frantic at this point.
So did it lose its magic? Even though Trick was holding it and I touched it, it lost its magic?
To your eyes, it did.
Interesting. Well, to my eyes through my god monocle.
Yes.
With
Yeah, I don't know what this
with
is.
true seeing.
I
Yep.
just know that it's really powerful and it's mine.
with
I promise. I swear on Idrisil and Delilah, I will give it back to you. Okay?
What are you trying to test with it?
Just please let me see it.
So this is what I'm talking about. We should just, if you just tell him, he's gonna feel a lot better.
I'm trying to see if maybe something happens if because you're holding the weapon at the same time, it's gonna lose magic, and if it only for like I don't know how to explain it out loud, kind of thing.
If you give me an hour to attune to it, I will let you hold it if you need to.
Please, I will give it right back to you. I promise.
Well, we don't know what that's. What he's saying is he doesn't know what that's gonna do to hand it to someone else.
Yeah. Like, what if it's cursed now and handing it to you kills me? I don't know.
Oh,
It's like that, alright?
And if it kills you, we can stab you back to life. I can resurrect you.
You see,
We don't
you
know
say
if that's
If
true.
there's like a little hair of you, I'll get you. Right
Jovia,
back.
listen, that's why I'm being so cautious. We don't know if that's true. The god of death died. We have no idea what those consequences mean. We don't know if we can bring anyone back.
What if I drop to 0 health and then I don't die? I just stay alive. What if we can't die now? That makes this
I mean,
game.
that would be ideal, so it's probably not true.
I know.
Then how would you defeat anybody?
Throw them in the portable hole.
I'd be totally okay. I've already been locked in one epic battle of eternity. I'd be totally okay with doing that again.
Arissa destroys their minds.
I'm just trying to see if I can use its power from my own body to break open this wall of force.
You want to use the trident with your body, break the wall of force.
Just trying to see if anything would work.
I don't.
I mean, I don't
May
think
I
that's gonna
hold-
work.
I know.
That's
I would
not
have
how-
I would have
Anything's possible.
explained to you what would likely make this work. We need to it needs something put into it. He put the trident into it. It didn't work. There's either something else in this castle or something else we need to do. Did you ever put your weapon against it? Like I said, I don't remember.
Yes, I did, and nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
That's why I'm trying to use the trident that was found here.
I mean, I tried that. I mean, that didn't.
Because you never know.
We did just try that. You realize that.
Yes, I know. I don't think you guys get what I mean by it.
If you.
Alright, since you guys are collectively talking about it, you guys can give me intelligence checks.
Okay. Yay, intelligence check. Trick's really smart.
And nobody will ever see it.
Thank God. No one needs to see that. Trick is very smart, guys. Very smart. He is best smart.
Mhm.
He is the smartest. So smart, in fact, that he's decided he wants nothing to do with any of this. So he decided this isn't important. None of this is. Nothing matters anymore. 1 + 1 is clearly duck. All right.
Alright,
Oh boy. It was that bad?
3 ducks.
All right.
That's a 3!
so speaking with one another, you guys do remember that although you may not like him for whatever reason, he has held up his end of the bargain with everything that he has said. And he did promise you the Athari Stone for something.
Something of value to him.
And you do know that this is his castle, this is his chair, so you can likely put together that this is something that he created.
Well, I think we knew that. But I don't see how we fulfilled his bargain even remotely. We didn't do any of the things he actually asked us to
We
do.
helped him overthrow his grandfather. Because I'm sure at some point in conversation that Papley informed Mortarion that we were the ones that did it.
So you guys can figure out there's one thing that he requires.
A soul?
No. Well, I mean, yeah, he does, but good luck with that.
Oh, hey! Silmaris. I think I poke this thing with your jester staff.
Don't
looks-
do it! I
he
promise
looks-
you, don't poke it with your
he
chest.
looks-
I think that's the key to all of this.
He looks very confused at you. Like,
Jovia tells you
okay,
don't do
Alyssa.
it.
Okay, Rissa,
Jovia-
let me hear
Jovia-
your logic behind this.
Jovia is gonna yell at you and say, don't do it.
What? Why? What would the
No, Samaris looks intently like, I want to hear your logic behind this.
Well, he wants. I'm pretty like if we need something else to get through this, and this is Mortarion's thing, and like, we just apparently just came to the conclusion that there's something more to this. I think that he wants a magic item. That's the most powerful disposable magic item that we have.
I don't think it's quite disposable.
Do you want to give up one of your magic items?
I'm looking.
Just
I'll touch the
We
box.
haven't. We don't have any more magic items than we did last time we were here. To be honest.
just a
We
reminder.
absolutely do.
Just a reminder for you guys that the holiday items, they are of equivalents of those, either rare, very rare, legendary items, but in the world they have 0 value.
I'm gonna
Just a
touch
reminder.
the wall of force.
Well,
and
it's not. But it's
say-
not about monetary value. It's magical power that he's looking for.
I'm gonna
Right.
say I am.
Like I said, it has 0 value in this world.
I don't really know what you mean.
It means nothing. None of the holiday items are ever going to work for anything like this
Oh.
because they don't have any either monetary value or magical value in the world. They do to
Why
you.
didn't you tell me that when I've been talking about bringing it here this whole time?
So like if So
All
like
right.
you're
Well, then we have to
saying
think of something else to put in it.
I can
I don't
have
cloak of
anything.
displacement.
I'm gonna touch the wall of force thingy, and to basically say I am Nairindasm.
I'll give
anything
it my
happen?
cloak of displacement.
No, nothing happens.
Hey! I mean, you said that. I figured like maybe they just needed a verification that we are who we are because, I mean, we did free him, right? Technically, we did help him in an indirect way, so maybe that's why. I don't know. I was thinking outside the box. And
I'm gonna take off my cloak of displacement.
I don't
And-
think that's the right item to use, Jovia. That took you a really long time to make.
It's not.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, it's your call.
There's nothing.
I have
else
my
that
cultist
matters.
dagger and
Mhm.
that I can give.
Oh,
Plus
yeah, that's what
two-
I'm saying.
Thor-
We do have some things.
Thorgrim,
Plus 2 dagger.
Essentially.
Thorgrim has a
Don't you dare
What?
give away that stat
hold
staff.
on, hold on, hold on. Thorgrim has a +3 net that we never use.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, can I borrow
that's a
that?
powerful magical item.
Like, Morgan, may I see the net? I kind of would like
I'm
to.
fairly certain that's a very rare item for however shitty that fucking thing is.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of want to open this thing myself. That's why.
I mean, sure,
Why?
Thorgrim will toss the net
Hang
over.
on, I'm curious why you don't want to let Thorgrim do it. He doesn't have an Athari stone yet.
I just want to see what else happens. I mean, once again, it's because I feel that Cinder, death, grandson type thing. Like, this is kind of like my last connection. Like, if you had something with Kalel, like he had a grandson or whatever, you'd want to do it also.
Not if he's the one who killed him, to be fair, but sure. Oh yeah, well the Athari stones, as far as we know, haven't like
The Athari
bonded
Stone's
to
gonna
anybody,
go-
right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the Athari
okay.
Stone's gonna go straight to somebody else. I don't care what it is. I just want to figure what's going on. Type deal. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
And I'll do the same thing where I'm gonna, in case something bad happens, I'm gonna be standing right with Jovia, like with my hand on her shoulder, like I'm still don't totally trust the situation.
I'm gonna like death ward her just in case. Be like, stay alive, damn it.
What's the rarity of that item?
I think it counts as a +3 weapon, so I'm like 90% sure it's a very rare item.
Yep.
And I would just put my cloak back on then.
Are +3 weapons very rare?
I think so.
Yes, they are. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. So the where do you just push the net in the force?
Yes.
Okay. It absorbs the net. You see the illusion, Arissa, disappear. Illusion magic is gone. You can start to see a faint spark of magic beginning to swirl around the sphere that's there.
Do we, for those of us that don't have detect magic up, do we see anything?
You see the stone.
Okay.
I'm gonna
'Cause you
read-
guys still have true
Compass.
seeing.
Well, hang on. What
I'm
kind?
gonna check the compass.
Pause. I know this all right away. I'm looking right at it before you guys do anything. What kind of magic is it?
It's the same as the other stones.
Oh, it's the Athari stone magic.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach for the stone.
Trick, you can see that it is the stone is showing up on your compass.
Yep, it's right there.
I'm gonna reach and grab for the stone.
Okay, you're able to grab it.
And just because I might have missed this, the net completely disappeared, correct?
Yes, it was absorbed.
I'm like
Is that all that's around this area, or nothing else happened?
Nothing else happens.
I'm gonna hold the stone in my hand, and I'm gonna like turn to everybody and be like, and I'm gonna have it in both my hands, and be like, I told you there was some good in him left.
I mean, I don't think that's true, but you can keep telling yourself that.
God damn, just let me believe what I want to believe.
Regardless, we have it, so...
even devils have to keep their word.
Yeah, I mean, look at Trick.
Right. Look at me. Hey, I'm okay with being compared to an extremely powerful being.
You're more of one of the weaker ones.
I would like to. I'm pretty sure I'm not.
If I can give you,
Trick, did you explore?
Give you batty eyes, I'm pretty sure you're one of the weaker ones.
Trick, did you explore the whole castle?
Did I get to explore the whole castle?
Yeah, that's why it was essentially taking Silmaris and Thorgrim so long to try and track you down, because you were going through the entirety of the castle.
Yeah, I mean, I really was. I told them I was looking in through every that I could find, opening doors, just checking.
Okay, well, then I think we're all set here.
Yeah, I forgot Silmaris had that too.
And that's because Thorgrim had it.
I was gonna give up my cloak. That's what I was gonna
They're
do.
the same person at this point, okay?
It's a rare cloak. I was just gonna give up my cloak. I did not care if I had
Well,
to.
that's why I know. Well, that's why I told you to fucking wait. You're like, oh, this cloak I just made. I'm like, pause for a second. Let us at least look through our character sheets.
Was looking through mine and be like, that's what I had, and that's what I was gonna give. And I'm still holding this bauble in my hand.
All right, you guys have successfully
With some
gathered
kind of
every
hope in my
single
eyes.
Athari stone.
Now to get the god weapons in order to use the Athari stones.
Well, that was your guys' plan, was to get all the Athari stones first.
Yeah, so
Jovia,
we could just go Super Vader. Or Super Vader. I don't know what I was saying there.
Super Vader.
Yeah, with Stain.
Vader.
Like, because I was looking in chat still.
I know, I saw Vader. Hi,
Um,
Vader.
So that if shit goes completely south as soon as we finish the last temple, we can just and be ready to go.
Like Jovia, if you look at Jovia, she has like some kind of renewed hope in her eyes a little bit.
Arissa thinks she's an idiot.
I still have my sensu bean.
So do
I do
I.
too.
I
don't think
also
any
still
of us
have
used it.
the gumdrop thing.
No, you guys gave me all your gumdrops.
Nope.
What are gumdrops?
I never gave you all my gumdrops. I still have. I gave you. I have. How many gumdrops? 2 gumdrops left. We all got 3, and I gave you 1 of them.
I mean, then we have
I
to.
still have 2 gumdrops left, and I'm hiding them. You don't know what
Well,
I
no,
have.
I'm saying. Well, then we have to like redact some shit because I've done enough experiments on all the gumdrops. I only have 1 left. That I have used all of everyone's gumdrops, except for the one that we used when we were like actually there and used it.
Nope, I still have 2 gumdrops. I have.
Oh, actually, I have
I-
2 gumdrops. Just
I've noted on there saying, "Do not give up."
What do they? I forgot what the gumdrop buttons even do. Oh,
They
That's
give
what they do.
2d8 plus HD plus temporary hit points.
I know. I just did that. So.
I know Samaris, I think, used all of his, and I think you were trying to.
I gave all of mine to Arissa.
Maybe it was just you that I was thinking of then that gave me all of them.
Yeah, I gave you all of mine.
I'm trying to find where I wrote it down because I wrote down how many total that I had gotten.
There's like 10.
Yeah,
total.
because remember that Silmaris was the gingerbread man who had the gumdrop, so I think he had more.
Right, but we
Oh, yeah,
distributed
you're
them
right.
amongst the party, and then
One last thing, you guys,
things happen.
Yeah.
before we continue. I think Brea's temple might have been destroyed.
Why?
What do you mean?
Leviathan ate it.
Well, we knew that.
Yeah, when I grabbed this trident, I saw a vision of Brea submerging a forest with Alicia trapped in it, and then I saw a Leviathan swallowing Brea's temple, as well as a strong power with the trident.
What do you? Hang on. So we know that Nevias had swallowed Alicia's island. We knew that already.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, because we knew that Alicia was already trapped.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nevias' legend lore: the Serpent of Seas, who guides the flow, rises not only by land but through time as well. An island swallowed out of fear for Mark's delay upon the land. I'd assumed that was Alicia's island a long
Right.
time ago.
You guys assume
And
that. That's not what he saw.
Yeah, what I saw was
Okay, say that again then. You said you saw an island swallowed by the Leviathan.
no, I saw Brea submerging a forest with Alicia trapped in it. She merged a forest, right? And then I saw a vision of a Leviathan swallowing Brea's temple, not an island, Brea's temple.
Hang on, so you saw
The
Brea.
temple, I'm assuming that means it's gone because it was eaten.
Hang
Or
on,
it's
you
still
saw
within.
Brea. Hang on. Tell me what you said again. Sorry. There was like 3 people talking while you were trying to talk.
All right, Brea had Elytra in a forest, submerged the entire forest under. All right, that was the first vision. The second vision was a giant Leviathan, which is a misnomer, but swallowing Brea's temple.
Okay, that is not what we know then.
You do remember that there are 2 submerged forests.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So,
Yeah,
but
one of them-
you saw the vision was Alicia's forest.
Right.
Do you know where at?
I saw a forest get submerged in water. It could be any forest.
Do you think I can legend lore your trident there?
No, we don't know its name.
This is called. This trick arrogantly names it.
Well, has he attuned to it yet?
No.
No.
Oh, well then,
I-
I mean, we just have to wait.
Yeah, we
I
haven't
can just name or describe. I can describe it
Oh,
as well.
I have a strong feeling about this trident.
Um,
It is my.
Orissa, you would remember that you got nothing from your identify, so with your intelligence as high as it is, you would feel like Jovia would get the same thing.
but she's not touching it. I'm not sure what you mean. You think that she won't be able to legend lore it, you mean, is what I think?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll pass that along.
Just so that she doesn't waste any materials.
Yeah.
Jovia seems grumpy again,
Uh,
but is
Oh.
still holding the bauble in her hands in wonderment at the same time.
I would be
still
willing to
trying
wait an hour here to attune to this.
Well, I mean, we could also go out. If you've already explored this whole place, I trust you, Trick. And you had true sight, so it's not like you're going to miss anything. Well, we're not going back to Bothica. I think that's a terrible idea.
True.
We just got kicked out of the city because you had to go ahead and cast spells on people.
Well, I mean, we do need a place to sleep,
angry.
and this is a castle.
I mean, okay.
Or we
don't
could,
think that's a good idea, but that's fine. So we know that Lokarth's island was also, well, swallowed by the mighty currents, whatever that meant. And I
Good for Bran.
feel like I can't find anywhere. No, she is not the god of the currents.
Oh, doesn't matter.
Nevias is the god of the currents.
Everything under the water belongs to Brea.
That's not true, actually.
That is definitely true in my eyes.
Well, Hang on, I have something else written down because I feel like I know something else about this. But when you saw the vision of Brea drowning Alicia's forest, you didn't see Alicia's forest again when the Leviathan swallowed Brea's temple. Was the forest with the temple?
I assume those are two separate visions, Jason.
Yes, there were two separate ones.
Yeah.
Right, but in the second vision, was the forest there when the
No.
Leviathan swallowed the temple?
No.
No.
Okay. Well, I know that Brea doesn't like Alicia. I can't find it. I feel like I had something else written down about that, but that might have just been my musings, not actual real things.
There's been a lot of theory crafting.
Oh, well, I have a vision of, apparently at some point I had a vision of Alicia's forest sinking.
Which would coincide with what Trick saw.
Right. Well, a lone figure and Alicia. Whatever that means. Apparently, at the same time, we got the rabbit summoning flute, and the abacus in my pen.
All right. One of those was more important than the others.
My pen has been very handy, mostly for myself and my own personal musings, but very handy.
My abacus has helped a lot.
Your abacus has helped a lot.
It is the abacus.
What was that happening? Oh, that was also after we found out the stone worked underwater.
Jovia has the rabbit summoning flute under lock and key, and no one will ever get that because poor rabbits.
I mean, to be fair, we could acquire a lot of souls, and we still need to go somewhere for me to buy shit. So like,
yes, but the thing is, with the rabbit flute, it can attack us as well.
That's fine. They're just bunnies.
Does
They
anybody
are very
else?
hard, powerful hitting bunnies, though.
Does anybody else need to go buy stuff though?
I need to buy fabric and metal.
I
Okay,
have everything
that
I need.
That answers that question, because if it was just one of you, I'd just let you use the bag, go to one of the port towns, and then buy stuff and come back.
Well, it's not like it's going to take you guys long to travel across this continent.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
I'd be like, Trick, I thought you needed more metal.
I need a lot of things actually.
So
Oh, and
we need more diamonds.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say if we never really settled on it, and I do have to go. Are we all okay with hiring some blacksmiths to make stuff for us?
I mean, yeah, as long as they're not hogging up my territory when I need to make something.
I mean, I think it'll be all right. Everybody else okay with that?
So Mars just kind of gives a gesture, like, if you think it'll be useful.
I mean, they
also
can make
their gloves as well.
They can what?
I thought you were getting him to make the blacksmith to make your gloves, right?
Well, it can make things for me and Samaris.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's why I was
Make
thinking of
gloves
getting
for Mars as
two,
well.
so we can each have.
Oh yeah, I need to get
a
more
blacksmith.
wood as well. So I can get the carpenters to make
Unfortunately, Trick, I don't really know who can make
guns.
crossbows. I think it's the only other thing you can put in yours, but I think we should hire one of those as well. I mean, if
It was
Jovi
just
has any
carpenter?
indication, she has had an army of, 3 carpenters to help her make weapons, and she's easily the most powerful out of all of us. I think it's very silly that we don't do the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, you could swap those carpenters to make stuff for Trick.
Yeah, I can make crossbows.
Can carpenters make crossbows?
I thought you said they couldn't.
Or
I'm pretty sure
you
you
guys
said
have-
that they couldn't.
do you have carpenters or you have woodworkers?
We
Carpenter.
have carpenters.
Oh, okay.
So we need a woodworker for Trick. We need to
Well,
get-
I mean, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, could a carpenter even make staffs or javelins? If they can make a javelin, shouldn't they be able to make a crossbow?
Sure.
Great. So I would say we should get the
More magical wood and split the people, so he gets some crossbows and I get a
I mean,
javelin.
I'm not gonna be really crappy about this, but he's only put one other thing into his gun. I think that we should probably have the carpenters work on stuff for him for a while. Since you've gotten like 12 javelins in your thing.
Kind of trying to hold off till I get my second god weapon.
When you merge them together, it stays.
Still gonna stay the same power.
Yeah.
Or more.
So
Okay.
if you wait, it'll get less. Like you have less opportunity.
All right. Then yeah, I guess I will start, pumping stuff into my weapon. Then
Yep, you gotta get magical wood.
that's fine. Money.
Well, we're going shopping tomorrow.
But
So.
I wanted to make a legendary weapon, a legendary item.
Well, that's why you're having the carpenters do it.
Well, then I still have to pay money to make those items.
Yep.
Yes.
Just get like 5,000 and 5 or 10,000 magical wood, and you'll be good. Buy it in bulk.
Alright. Well, then I
That's
will.
what I did with my javelins.
Yeah, and it was like brilliant.
Yep, she
So we
put
should
17
definitely do the same
javelins in
thing.
there.
Yep.
I'm still gonna buy magical wood, or just in case, whenever he's done.
Alright, so where are we headed?
I think we're headed as far as we can for tonight towards. I always get them mixed up. Tillian is the one that actually has shops, right?
Yeah, Tillian, that you remember, Tillian's got the shops because it's more of a local port, where Akit is more of a supply depot for the rich.
Right. And we've been able to get supplies and stuff in Tillian before.
What? Then we should just go raid Akit. Let's not buy anything. There's supplies there for the rich. They have to have good stuff there.
They don't have
doesn't
any
count
like
for us.
magical stuff or whatever there. They have
Yeah,
like
it's like silks and paintings and.
No, I don't care. I'll take all that and go sell it somewhere else.
With an exceptional amount of disdain in your voice there, Arissa.
I think you all forget
me and
what my
Jovi,
profession
me
was.
and Arista are like being snobby with it. We're just like,
I imagine that I've raided these places before, like, because I was a pirate, so I imagine that I probably on occasion, I need that stuff there.
I'd be like, Trek, you do not need that stuff. Go get your wood that you need.
Trick, as a pirate, you probably didn't raid these places because
But places nearby.
they would have
so, yeah,
been,
heavily defended.
well, not so much heavily defended, but you would have been noticed early on. So
Yeah.
you would have more of liked taking your ship out and raided ships coming and going from these places.
All right, so we're gonna head towards Tillian, right? Because we can get there in like a couple days. Or
I mean,
like
that's kind of what I meant anyways.
like a day.
I can imagine just Arissa and Jovi are just like sticking their noses up and be like, yeah, just like silks and
So
It's
we'll
like,
use
yeah, that stuff
whatever.
smells good.
Sorry, I'm trying to rush because I really need to go to bed.
no sleep for you.
So I guess we will use as much of the travel time as we can to head towards Tillian, sleep, and then go there for next session.
And attuned my new weapon.
You
yeah,
guys,
you tuned your new weapon.
Probably cursed.
well, nothing's gonna happen to you guys as you travel, so you guys can make it to Tillian. We can end it at Tillian. Those of you who need to buy stuff, you guys already know how to buy stuff, so.
Okay, cool.
Just wood.
I'm just buying a shit ton of spellcasting materials and magic glass.
I guess I'll buy 10,000 gold worth of magical wood.
I'm buying.
And I'm also trying to hire the blacksmiths there.
But I need to go into
5,000 in magical wood.
my chest.
Give me a charisma check. Arissa.
Me?
Arissa.
Well, can Trick help me?
That depends if you want Trick to help you.
Trick, will you help me find some blacksmiths?
5,000 in magical.
Why don't you help me find a blacksmith?
I mean,
I'll help her find a blacksmith.
I mean, I can help her find a blacksmith if she
A
wants
charisma
to,
check,
because
you
I
said?
am kind
Yeah.
of a blacksmith.
I mean, I was only saying that because I am the one who asked. I didn't want to be.
I mean, you're a warlock, right? Your charisma bonus is probably just as good as mine.
It's better. I
You
think.
I have a.
He just sucks at rolling it.
Yeah, I've just actually stuck rolling it. I'm just
I mean,
going for it.
No,
you
too
already
late.
did it.
I already helped.
We both
Better
rolled
off
just
alone.
about the same thing, anyways.
That's pretty.
But
funny.
she
Yeah,
rolled.
I have.
She rolled for Ark. She rolled for Alana.
Oh, I did roll for Lana. That must be why I rolled so well. Hang on, I just wanna. Let's just see.
Wait, Alana has
Because
a
I did say
+6
that I was the
charisma?
one doing it. Yes, I have a +6 charisma.
It's Alana.
So does
Why
Alana.
is she doing all the talking?
And there's Arissa.
That's about right.
But that's why I wanted help.
That's okay. Trick was like, "Don't worry, I'll help you find a blacksmith. It's right there. That's a tailor. That's a tailor Trick." Oh well, I tried.
So you can hire 2 blacksmiths. Do you want to try and bargain for their wages?
I mean, I would offer them the same thing that we're offering the other skilled people on our ship. I don't know what that is, but I feel like it was a really good wage.
2.7 gold.
We'll go with that. If
A
they
day?
accept it.
Yes.
Yes.
No, just 2.7 gold for the rest of the campaign.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be okay with that.
They'll agree to that.
Okay, cool.
I'll add that to your new crew.
All right. Once they're on board,
And
put
let
the
them
sweaty
know
collars
that-
on. And...
Jovia is first dibs in there no matter what.
Um,
Don't get in Jovia's way.
Where did my money go? I wrote this stuff down. I had it.
Robert, just make sure you update how much we're paying a month, excluding the nanny.
Yeah, how many did you get? You got 2?
Mm-hmm.
Should be in the basket.
One for you, one for me.
so each are going to require 18 gold up front.
That's, like, not an issue.
Yeah. Can we just actually pay them to match up with everybody else?
That's essentially what I just did.
Great. You're awesome.
You just read our minds.
They demand 18 gold up front because it makes the numbers easier and moves the plot along. And you said
using
two,
this bonus time.
2.7 a day?
Yeah, I'm going to add it to the...
Same as the
sheet,
carpenters.
All right.
Didn't seem right to hire people that are going to cost more money that are slightly less useful.
And I guess I'm buying.
Yeah, they're working with
10,000
near a
gold.
fire all day, sweating and getting icky and musky and dirty.
So let's see, what is that?
Do you know Jovi's gonna be down there all the time if they're cute? Wait, are these cute blacksmiths at least?
I would have looked for cute blacksmiths if she asked.
Oh, Jesus.
I would have been like cute, make them really cute.
Our charisma. I don't think our charisma rolls were good enough.
I rolled a 21.
You rolled a 21. What? Oh, we had advantage. Why did you have advantage?
Because you were helping me.
You were helping me.
No, I explicitly said that you were helping me. And then I said, why did you roll? You were helping me.
Well, cause
Male blacksmiths, very hot, six pack.
Trick would not be helping you find that. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
Well, you wouldn't know. You would just be helping me look for blacksmiths, and then when we found a bunch of them, I would have just picked ones that Jovia liked.
If they're
Alright,
part
on that
Asimir,
note-
it's a bonus.
they go.
Yeah, I don't think. I think I'd have to roll a lot higher than a 21 for that. All right, I really have to go to bed though. I have to wake up early tomorrow.
I'm worried about
How
gold.
was your
I
day
still
off
have
tomorrow?
what is essentially 40.
It is. I have plans.
Ooh, and I gotta take my kid to jump start to kindergarten tomorrow.
Aw. All right. Well, bye, stream. I don't know. Are we actually? We're actually ending now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Bye bye.
What?
Bye.
I don't get to know what my trident does.
Yes, I will type in... I will put in your trident.
Okay. I'm just
You
making
don't
sure.
get to know your trident.
When you get your trident, you should post it in here so we can see what it does.
Yeah.
I will anxiously
Oh,
wait for
yeah,
it.
I will make sure it gets posted to you.
If not, we'll bug trick all week.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.
It's 28. Yeah. Why is that
The
coming up?
one time, one of the few times I go gallivanting off on my own and what it
You were
basically
rewarded.
a dungeon, and I got rewarded for it. Like it's like, man, you guys keep telling me not to do things by my.
It's because of your track record.
What are you talking about? I have a great track record.
No, you don't.
Okay, now actually tell me the truth.
Has it ever? We're all live, right?
That's a pretty low bar.
With 2 clerics in the party, that's a pretty low bar.
Two clerics, yeah, a
And a
life
paladin.
cleric, and a paladin.
Have any of you lost any limbs?
I can bring back your limbs.
See, there's no issues.
Samaras?
Yes.
Actually, you know what? Everybody say bye to the stream.
Bye-bye.
Bye, stream.
We can talk about this off stream.
Love you.